Yo, yo, yo.
How you doing, man?
Oh, man, bro. I'm feeling good. This week has been a little bit challenging, but just feeling blessed to be on this amazing testimonial special edition with you, man. For those of y'all that don't know, I want to introduce y'all to Julius the Mad Thinker. And for those of y'all that may just be tuning in new, this originally started as Principles of Passion, and definitely want to get into that and thank some people for that. But we just had an amazing opportunity to partner with Julius the Mad Thinker and me, Casa Holiday, as well as Build Chicago, to do a virtual workforce readiness festival and global music festival that touched 18 countries, had 150 contributions, right, from different people around the globe. Yeah. And so I'm humbled to have had the opportunity to meet Julius just by following my passion. And so, man, bro, thank you.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. It was like you guys were. I think it was like I don't know. It couldn't have happened any more natural and at the perfect time to see Your Passion First like run across my feed, and I'm just glad that you were more or less about like, hey, let's just talk like right now versus keeping kind of a chat going on Instagram or whatever the case. So long. And then thank you so much for all your enthusiasm and to introduce me to the program and to Joe and to Carmen and to so many cool people that I met during the Workforce Readiness Festival. So it was, it fit perfectly. And it was really exciting to see how many people within the Casa Holiday community who were super engaged and jumped right at the opportunity to get involved. And in the beginning, we didn't really know. I didn't know. I had a hunch that people were, but for a while, you don't really know what people are actually thinking. And as soon as we put it out there, people got on board. So I'm just happy to have met you guys, and I'm happy and excited for the future.
Man, excited to build with you and to get to build a relationship with. Like, partnership is about like really understanding who someone is, what they're willing to do when push comes to shove in a moment when you both have a collective vision, man. And it was just so beautiful to see you and, even your wife with the hobble leg at the end still coming through strong, man. So shout out to her, for sure. Yeah. A lot of people really, really stepped up. And so listen, today, y'all gonna have an opportunity. I'm gonna start clapping it up right now. I'm gonna start clapping it up right now because you're gonna have an opportunity to hear from some people that like, yo, none of this happens without them. From the beginning of people that you may see on this video call today to people I'm gonna mention that was there in the get-go that may be doing their own thing on the bigger and better things. I can't keep everybody all day, every day, So again, none of this goes on without support of community and without the support of people doing what they say they're going to do and showing up how they say they're going to show up, and doing it day in and day out through the thick and the thin, and doing it as a team. And so, just blessed, despite the odds, global pandemic, economic hardships, continued racial tension, inequality, we continue to press forward. We've pivoted, we've adapted, and we met our final objectives, y'all. We had a festival this year. And so, again, very grateful. I want to start with some thank yous of people that are not on. And then, Julius, if it's okay with you, I want to bring some people that we got waiting backstage.
Yes, please.
And pretty instrumental. You want to add anything there, brother?
Again, like I said, I'm excited about the program. I'm excited about the future of the program. And for everyone who jumped on board in the program in the very beginning, sometimes you don't really know what you're getting yourself into until you actually get into it. And I think I'm happy for you, because surely I can see from, being a part of many programs, through the years, I can see when there's somebody who actually has a vision and is committed to that vision. That's the best thing that you can ask for in any type of business, but especially if you are younger and you're coming up, because you're going to see the type of enthusiasm, you're going to see the type of persistence, durability, endurance that you really need to carry on to be successful. So congratulations, everyone. Thank you for letting me be a part of it in the Casa Holiday community. And that's all I really wanted to say. Let's get this going.
My man. So again, I know we got some people backstage being very, very patient. Thank y'all for joining. Please continue to be a little more patient. I want to give some thank yous to some earlier people and some people that are current that may not have had the opportunity to jump on. Julius had an amazing, earlier we did really debrief from the event, the 7-day music festival. So just appreciative for everyone that jumped on that. We wanted to make sure as well that, we had our thank yous and heard from some people. Thank yous. First of all, y'all are listening to this on Principles of Passion. None of this is possible without Dominic Semino and Denora Robles, two of my good friends that when we were like, yo, let's start a podcast, like, what's it gonna be about? They rolled with me, bro. They stuck it out. They were like, let's do it. I'm with you. And they're on doing their own things right now, getting different degrees, different certifications in different areas. And like, still my peeps, bro. And so thank you to y'all. MJ, one of the co-hosts of the second season. Thank you for riding. Mickey Grace, thank you for your amazing support with marketing. Thank you. And I rewind, Joseph Natal, my business partner. Shit, my bad. Joseph, thank you. We got some amazing things coming with the for-profit too. Hopefully y'all can check out the page. We got a workshop coming up Thursday, 5 p.m. Come have a drink. Come talk about engagement in the workforce and dealing with people. You're like, man, well, I got to work with you. But please, shout out again, Joe Natal. He's been instrumental. Exponential Consulting. Appreciate you. Me, Casa Holiday, and Bill Chicago. Man, Carmen, Julius, thank y'all, bro. Just thank you for trusting a wild mind, bro. Julius already know. He's like, bro, what you talking about? My name's the Mad Thinker. I'm wild too. So that's why we connected though, bro, because we both wild as hell. And we like, let's create together. Let's make it what it's gonna be, and let's hear what the community needs, and let's feed the people. And we did that, bro. And so appreciative. Carmen was like, shit, sounds fun. Let's do it. And like, Carmen, thank you, bro. Thank you for that. Thank you. I'm gonna go through some of these fast. Don't be mad that I'm doing that. If I don't say you, it's not personal. It's a lot of people that I know I'm not gonna say. You've been instrumental. So I'm appreciative to all of y'all, right? But Q4 Studios, big ups. Nisha Singh, your project management skills are sick. I appreciate you. Kayla Peterson, we gonna bring you on in a minute. I'll see you, girl. Congratulations on the new beautiful baby. Daryl Satcher and a Leading Man Yoga, bro. That's my boy. We get P90 in early in the morning, 6:30, 6 o'clock on Thursdays. If y'all ever want to hit that up, come with it. 120 Lake Street, we up in here. That's my boy, though. Real talk. Walk the walk, the whole team, to even go back to the originator, Damian Jones. Y'all, thank y'all for letting me be a part of y'all community and building this walk the walk, right? Even though we grew up here together, thank you for supporting a community that we want to impact and riding with us on that. That includes, like I said, Damian Jones, Danny Kovac, Christian Harris, Danny Morales, and Sean Netazinga. Bro, much love. Let's go. We got great things for 2021. Light of Loving Kindness, One Earth Film Festival, One Span, I Said a Greater Good, Racial Conscious Dialogues, Maui Jones and the Echo Theater Collective, and Beeline Chicago. I know that's a lot. It's many more. I'm gonna cut it short there. We right at that 7:15 mark, and I said I would be cognizant of time. So again, I'm appreciative of all those people. I want to bring it back a little bit. I want to bring it back to someone that started with us a little bit earlier, before Joe, before Your Passion First, when it was just Principles of Passion. She knows who she is. She rocking it. She got her new little baby boy. Saint is his name. Beautiful soul. I got the blessing to spend time with them over the holidays for the first time in a while. Let's bring on my girl, Kayla Peterson. There she goes. What up, Kayla?
Hello. Thank you for having me. And again, so great to meet you, Julius. It's very humbling.
Oh, nice to meet you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Kayla, tell us who you are and what you're passionate about. Let's get right to it.
Let's get right to it. So, who is Kayla? I am a lot of things. So, I would say aspiring entrepreneur at this time in the product development industry. A few products of mine will be coming out on the market really soon in stores. So, I got some things cooking up. But what I'm passionate about, I'm so passionate about youth. I was one of those youth that went through a workforce development program when I was 21, 22 years old. And I gained so much knowledge and so much skills. And what Chris is doing right now with Your Passion First, when I found out how you're coaching through workforce development, I thought that makes so much sense, because when I was going through it, it was mainly just about tech and sales. And you put a spin on it and you show, no, you can actually be an entrepreneur too. So, I found that niche within it. I found my space, and I was like, okay, as long as I'm working with youth, as long as I can pour my passion, tell my story, help as many as possible, then, I can do that for free all day. So I'm so passionate about it.
I love it.
Nice.
I love it. And Kayla has been, when you build, as Julius and I had in the heat of the moment at the 11th hour, right, get through some things. Me and Kayla have done that. And like, that's friendship. Like, y'all gonna be like here, you gonna be here.
Yeah.
Right. And friendship can turn into business. But all relationships got to start with the basis of, we got to understand each other and be able to communicate well together first and foremost. And you hope that can be a friendship. And I'm just blessed that it has become a friendship with y'all as foundational. So thank y'all so much. Kayla, you've been instrumental in helping me get through some days when I've been like, bro, am I wrong here? So I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You and I both.
Right. Let's bring on, we got a couple of our mentors on. And when you look at mentorship, I was working on I was monitoring a wall today that we were doing for a mural, and the artists that are longtime artists, as we're trying to bring on young adults, like you'll hear from another young adult on the call, my man Keishjuan, aka Captain Woday, you're gonna hear some of the challenges that comes with that mentorship on both ends, right? That's not easy to mentor between different age groups, different demographics, different thought patterns. And so you're going to hear from a couple of our mentors, and Kayla's been a mentor to some of these folks too. But it's a craft. It's a sitting down to really understand what that person needs to make them feel inspired. And then how do you not necessarily tell them to do that, but how do you teach them? How do you influence them? How do you impact them? How do you excite and inspire them. And these next two people I'm gonna bring on, one of them may still be at work, so we're gonna bring her on. If she could talk in, we're gonna make it do what it do. The other one, she is there. I see her. I'm gonna bring them both on though. We can only fit 6 people in the chat at a time. So I may have to pull some people out at some point as we bring in some other people. But I want to bring on 2 amazing women in the music industry, in the coaching industry, in vocals and production and all the things. And then to top it off, we got one of them that's a clinical therapist. What? You kidding me? Right? And so I couldn't be more honored to have the opportunity to have them on our team. I'm going to bring on the one, the only Queen Prophecy, a.k.a. Shauna Williams, and Dave LaFay. Let's go with it.
Hey, everybody.
There we go. There we go. There we go. What up? How are y'all beautiful women? I know you working, girl. I know you working. Can you talk freely for a minute? You might be on mute, Faye. You might be on mute. Also known as you cannot.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm actually just getting off of work, so it worked out.
All right, cool. So we'll balance it out a little bit. I know we all mobile here. It's COVID. We get out the house when we can, and we got to go to work. So again, I just appreciate y'all just tuning in. Thank you. I'm gonna just leave it open because y'all just been about it with it, right? So I can answer just with the questions I have. What I would prefer, I just want to hear what's on y'all mind with everything. I'm sure I could steer it whatever way, but I just want to hear what y'all thinking, how y'all feeling. What do y'all want the people to know? I'm okay. I guess I gotta pick somebody. I'm gonna pick De La
I'm sorry,
Fay.
I was coming into the house. I'm sorry.
Let me pick Shauna while you getting situated. We'll pick Queen,
Okay.
and then we'll go ahead and get back to you. All right.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Queen. Drop it.
Hey, everybody. Chris knows I struggle with these parts. I hate talking on spot like this. But I don't even really know where to start. Yes, I'm Queen Prophecy. I do music, consciously aware music. I speak from the spirit of love. When I met Chris, it was very obvious that he was very passionate about what he did, and that's what encouraged me. I work with youth. I'm a therapist, so I work with youth. I've been working with youth for 20 years. I work with youth that deal with trauma. And my whole purpose is how do we get these youth to get past the trauma? Because we get to the trauma and sometimes our brains get stunted in that pain. And passion is how I made it. And so when you find yourself getting up, you want to give it to somebody else. And I wanted to give it to the youth because it's only rightfully theirs. They're next. So meeting Chris and being a part of this, I didn't know what I was getting into. I just like what it was about.
I didn't know. I was having a PTO conversation today. I was like, hey, none of us know the PTO committee was about to be like this year. So, yeah, we rolling.
Man, I don't know. I didn't know what it was about, but I got into this situation and I met some great youth. And since I love you so much, this is right up my alley. Each one of them had their own personality. And it was tough, because number one, youth don't know you and they don't know how to trust you. Just because you say you are who you are, there are plenty of people that say that's who they are, but aren't really that person. And so trust is something that you got to build. And so it was constantly, I'm sure I was getting on my youth's nerves because, I was texting them weekly. Hey, I was giving them morning motivation. I wonder if they wondered, why is she even, does she have anything to do? But I just wanted them to see what consistency looks like and that you didn't have to do anything to receive that this is what I signed on to do. So I was trying to show them that even if they weren't responding, they knew I was there. And I think over time, I was able to develop some amazing relationships with each one of these youth, whether I was directly mentoring them or not. I felt like it became a family. Everybody mattered. And then I had the nerve to meet some amazing people all together. And it's like, you see how the universe works, things just start working together. That energy and those energies start pulling together, and you just get the right people at the right time willing to do the right thing. And when Chris showed all those pictures at the end of this season, I couldn't believe all that was done. I was like, we did all of that. And I think it gave something to me just as much as it gave to the youth. I learned so much from everybody in this program. It was amazing. The workshops, here Chris is setting it up for the kids, and I'm over here like, let me get my notepad out.
Right.
Because I was learning stuff. I was like, they dropping jewels over here. But this inspired me, and this now has inspired me to take things up to another level. I'm gonna shut up, but yeah, your passion first, the bomb.
Man, much love. Much love. I appreciate you. And for those of y'all, again, just checking in for the first time, maybe you never heard of Principles of Passion. Maybe you never heard of Your Passion First. Maybe you like, who is Chris Thomas? I know a lot of Chris Thomases in the world. My name is Christopher Kenneth Thomas, born on the South Side, raised in Oak Park since '89, former Marine, been in the staffing space for about 10 years. My love has always been for community, always for helping. Didn't always do it the right way, but always been a helper, and had to learn through my own trials and tribulations, both legally, personally, financially, how to maneuver through life. And was blessed with the opportunity after those trials and tribulations to get into the staffing space. But even through that, I had to push through to really what my true passion still was. It was the young adults. So I shifted from staffing to workforce development. I saw something else I didn't really like about that space that I didn't feel was fixing the need of the young adults in our under-resourced communities. So I then shifted from that mentoring and coaching traditional staffing to what you see right here, which is Your Passion First. And what we do is we offer programming for young adults through art, music, entertainment, sports and wellness, as well as culinary and nutrition. We had an amazing group of young adults. We started with 9 and 3 mentors. We finished with 7 and 2 mentors. Great odds. We even have folks that joined the pitch competition at the end that were offered job opportunities. So we're opening doors for young adults. We had the blessing to team up with Julius and Bill to create this safe space for these young adults to be able to feel like they could connect with people in their space, in their field of passion, and not just connect, but how do I learn? How do I get in? How do I find that entry point to either become an entrepreneur, right, and wiggle my way that way, or to become an employee, or as Mickey Grace calls it, an entrepreneur, right? And be that person in the organization that's still bringing value, but bringing it from your heart, from what you're passionate about. And so we're intentional about that. Blessed to have this relationship with Julius, because we're not only going to find out how to fix this challenge here, we're going to find people across the globe, and we're going to connect with the world here. And yes, it's ambitious. Yes, it's a pipe dream. But why not start a dream somewhere? And so in order to follow your dreams, you got to put your passion first. And so we doing that day in and day out. Let's bring De La Fay on. De La Fay, let's talk to him. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Oh, girl, you about girl.
Clearly,
Hey.
I was on mute, of course, every time. So my name is De La Fay. I'm a singer, songwriter, originally from Minneapolis. Been in Chicago for over probably about 12 to 13 years. Man, my passion is music. My passion is life. I enjoy what I do. A little bit about, what I do, like I said, singer, songwriter, I do it all. Actor, whatever you could think of, I probably do it. I met Chris. How long ago was that?
So we met, man, you know,
I want to say like
Giuliano.
almost 3 years ago.
Remember Giuliano? There was a
Yes.
performance. Giuliano Living. Shout out to Giuliano. I want to say Aponte, his mom's last name. She has an art studio over on 4200 Fullerton.
Okay.
And there was a show out south.
Okay.
And you was just
Yes, in the
killing
bird.
it.
Yeah.
She had the defense. She was feeling it, bro. And then and then everyone else sucked. And I was like, all right, she the one. She the one. Yeah, you the lead here. So, it was honestly, it was about maybe not. It wasn't even 3. Girl, all this has happened within the past year and a half. So it's been.
Has it? Are you
Girl,
sure?
it's
It feels
been
like
so
it's been like
recent, and
almost
we've
2 years.
building.
Almost 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even since then, you know, he approached me, and you know, he just was like, these were your exact words. You were just like, "What are you about?" That was just all you said to me, and I just kind of, we just kind of took it from there. And you just kind of told me, you know what you do, and I just kind of fell in love with it right then and there. You know, I have a huge passion for the youth, mainly because, you know, coming up in the type of industry or career that I'm in, I didn't have anybody, you know, to coach me. I didn't have anybody to say, hey, you know, these are the decisions that you want to make. You know, I made decision of signing and not really self-educating myself before I put my name on the dotted line. I didn't have anybody to explain the importance of knowing to have my paperwork, knowing, you know, exactly how to properly put my music out there so that I can generate income. I didn't have that. So, you know, I felt like it was my duty to make sure that aspect of the business, that aspect of my career, that I shared with the youth, because I definitely don't want them to make those same mistakes. And I was able to use Your Passion First as the outlet for me to you know, reach out to these youths and just kind of gear them in the right direction, because we definitely want to make sure that we set them up for success. So, you know, this was perfect for me.
You were perfect for us. So we appreciate y'all. So why don't y'all do me a favor? I'm gonna pull y'all out of the chat. If y'all want to chat or ask questions or comment in the thread, feel free to do so. I know some of y'all may have other things going on tonight, so I don't want to hold up all of your time. I would love for you to stay till the end. What I will say is there. Go ahead, let Olivia. Is that Olivia? You better bring Olivia here. Is that Olivia? Is that Olivia? Is that, yes! There you go, my girl. What's up, Liv? Oh, we love you. What? What you say? I hope you taking care of Saint over there.
Oh no, they go.
Oh,
They go.
okay.
It's an army of them. It's about 10 of them that come at one time. They gotta go.
So, ladies, y'all want to add anything before I bring some other people? I want to bring some of our young adults in.
Oh man, this is an amazing program. Anybody who is even looking to be a part of it or help or assist, man, it's just a great outlet. It's a wonderful thing. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, I always want to say thank you for even the opportunity. Chris, you're my brother for life. I really appreciate I really appreciate this opportunity that you gave me, but I'm learning so much from you. And I just want to say thank you as well.
I'm learning from all y'all, you know, and that's what growth is about, because you could grow with yourself all day. Right? But how far is that going to go? You know, if you grow with people and you work better together, those people around you, you could grow exponentially. So just excited for those opportunities to do that with y'all, to help organizations as well, learn how to do that better with their employees, with their onboarding strategies, their hiring strategies, and all that. I'm blessed to have friends like y'all. Thank y'all. Bless.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Pull them off, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Queen is off. Where's Faye? Let's pull her down. All right. Y'all, I'm going to bring in Julius real quick before we get on to these mentees. I know you kind of were tuning in, brother. Anything you want to fill in?
I think, I know, I mean, I'm just kind of just listening to what everybody had to say, but I think that, again, I go back to, I'm excited about the program. And I can't, overstate enough that these types of programs, man, they're so instrumental, especially when you're younger. I mean, from that age of, 15 to 25, gosh, it's so, there's so many things that happen to you, and it's just having someone to kind of share some additional perspective, different ways that you can look at it, and look at a situation, because it can be make or break, and to point out the areas within someone where they're not necessarily recognizing how they can get over an obstacle, but programs like this give you the ability to actually get armed with the language, understand how you're feeling when you start to internalize things, understand how to let it go, understand when you are your worst enemy. So I'm just excited about the program, and I can't overstate it enough that, like, everyone who's gotten to the program, when they did, you're super fortunate, and stick with it, because regardless of where you go, you're always going to need some type of guidance, right? And when you're a part of a program in the ground up, it's the best time to do it. Just go along for the ride, because and consider yourselves fortunate.
Yeah. And I'm fortunate to be able to go along for the ride with everyone, man. And just, again, I know this word gets thrown around loosely, but I'm truly humbled, man, to be able to learn from people that I never in a million years thought I'd be connecting with, until the day that I decided to put my passion first and really be like, no holds barred. I'm doing it. And then I let that vulnerability happen. And then things just started creating, not on their own, right? But my vision led the way, and it will continue to. And so, again, just humbled and appreciative. Let's bring on, listen, I had the opportunity and the blessing to have a lot of amazing mentees in our program this year. First and foremost, let me say that we only had one girl. Would like to, we want to see more of the women putting their passion first at a younger age too. Part of that could be on me for our marketing strategy. A lot of network is males and looking at, young adults that are at risk on the streets. But ladies, we want to get y'all in here too. So I had the blessing to connect with a lot of young people, not just in our program, but then the young adults that came and did the pitch competition. Some of them which got paid opportunities after our pitch competition just for being in that. But there were a few that were dedicated throughout the whole program, right? Even if they didn't get certain things done, right? They showed up. Some people showed up more than others. Hey, some of us are at different levels of where we are on our trajectory to putting our passion first. And that's okay. It's not right. It's not wrong. Just be honest with yourself about what level you at, right? And so we got some young adults I want to bring on that I think are learning to be honest with themselves about where they are with their passion. And if young adults and mentors and people that join our program or be a part of it take away anything else in this world, that's the one thing I want you to take away is if you say you're passionate about something, that means you're willing to die for it. That means you don't need sleep, right? If someone tell you to go get on a project and you like, oh man, I only got 6 hours sleep, you ain't passionate about it. You ain't passionate about it. You're willing to die. That means you're willing to get no sleep for the thing you love. You're willing to go to jail. You're willing to go to back. Jail, okay. But still, if you're passionate about it, I'm willing to go to jail for my son, right? I'm willing to go to court to fight for my son, right? So I'm passionate about a lot of things. The one thing I stress to folks, and the one thing I hope that people take away from all this is be honest with yourself. Know your levels of passion. And again, I could go on and on. Let's bring on one of our top and our winner of our citywide pitch competition, Captain Walday. What's up with you, fam?
Yeah, I'm good. How about you? I'm feeling great.
I'm good to be connected with folks like you and Shane and Nathan and Sahara and Marcus and Brandon and Anthony and man, it's a blessing. Tell the people a little bit about. Let's start with just who you are. Uh-oh.
I got myself on here. Okay. All right, so really to keep it short and sweet, I'm really deep in the art scene, from doing meals to fashion designing to making music and thereon and so forth. But I really am passionate about going back into the youth, because I am the youth, and I see that we didn't have a lot of people growing up that I wish I could have had. So now I'm trying to be that person that I didn't have in my growing up times. So I've been working with people my age and people that's younger. It's been a real delight, because I've been able to get farther than I thought, and I've been learning to look around me rather than just keep looking up. So
That's awesome.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, and this this ain't to toot his horn or nothing. I could get Keishjuan a job probably anywhere, and we have, right? When you put in your passion first, and this is one thing him and I were talking about today, about a position I brought to him that could help him with his sales, but is that going to put him closer to where his passion is? Right? Yeah, it's going to give you a little bit of this.
right.
But is it going to truly align you here? Man, it could in the end. It's jobs I took where, man, I just took it because to get me to that next step. But one thing I feel you're getting better at is knowing your value. So I want to touch on that a little bit, because there's a lot of these young adults out here that are trying to find out, first of all, internally, who are they as people? Like, who am I? Like, man, I don't got this person telling me I'm good at this. I got this person telling me I got to do this wrong. So for you, what's something advice that you would give to some young adults out there right now that are trying to get better at defining their value and what their worth is?
Well, first and foremost, how I started, I took down things that made me want to get out of bed every day, like literally hop out of bed, no exaggeration. And I started to break down why I couldn't do those every single day. And I started to break everything down to its most simplest form. And then once I figured out everything in its most simplest form, I tried to figure out where I fit in that formula, if you get what I'm trying to say. And I tried to figure out different variables that I was missing and trying to apply them so I can reach the perfected formula. So with that being said, where I fit in, before I met YourPassion1st, I felt like I was missing everything. So how I started was, first I had to figure out again what I was passionate about, what made me want to get out of bed. So I could figure out what values that I had that defined those passions that I had. And then I tried to go out and find people with those similar values. And then I went on from there. And so knowing yourself first is the first step into actually getting out into the entrepreneurship world. Because if you know yourself, no one can tell you anything about yourself. You're always going to be confident. You're always going to work with people that are like-minded. So you're always going to be successful. So that's the first step. I could go on and on, but I'm going to give you guys another stuff. And it's taking notes, it's writing things down. The people that inspire you, you start taking things that they do in their days to become successful. And you can try to see how you can apply that in bits by pieces. You don't have to bring a whole brand new schedule to it, especially if you're working on, you got school or whatever the case may be. You just got to take it little by little by little. And it's not a race. You're the only person in the race, especially when you try to put your passion first. You got to realize there's like-minded people, but you're only in your own lane. Driving alongside people.
I mean, I mean, this kid is 21, y'all. Not to give people's age away, but when you hear the old soul knowledge coming out of his mouth, I mean, you've been around the block, you know, and to have that as a blessing as you're putting your passion first, it means you listening, you learning, trying to understand what people are saying, how they're saying it, not just here, but here, right? Not subjectively, but objectively. So again, bro, keep up the good work. I'm proud of you. Honored to call you brother for life, like Shauna said. We in this for the long haul, man. So I appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Hey, I ain't forgetting about you either, Julius. Thank you for letting me come on to New Casa. I hadn't seen a lot of people, and I'm just like, now I got to travel. I didn't even think those places was actually like that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. With the house. So yeah, I need to you.
Well, it's been awesome meeting you, Keishjuan, and I think you have a super bright future. I think whenever I meet young adults, the one thing that you can kind of tell right away is you're a listener as well, right? You're a listener, and that's great because that means you're processing. You know, you're processing information versus just kind of spouting out everything that you're doing. Of our short interactions, I think I would just go back to what Chris was saying is, and to all the young adults, just remember you are valuable. Just remember, even when you're going for jobs, you're going for a job because there's someone that needs you. Never ever forget that. They need you. Okay, so that's all I would say is I'm in your corner. You know, you have my number. You have my all my information. You can always reach out. But I'm sure as being a part of the program, I will see you. You know, time and time.
We will, bro, and we're growing this advisory board out too, and a junior advisory board, and I am confident with every soul in my body that Keishjuan will fit in somewhere there. We gotta lay the groundwork and bring the president on first, but I'm confident about that and just excited to see where this kid's gonna go, man. I call you kid, but man,
I am 21 though. Come on,
you teach me stuff, bro. So I'm appreciative.
We 26 for life, so we always come on now.
You know. All right, let's bring on. I know Shane. We got Shane in the house getting a little restless. Captain Wode, I'm gonna drop you out a little bit. I may bring you back in again. Feel free to tune in. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I get it. I know we're working on this mural. You got some sketching and cutting to do. So stay on it, bro. I'm proud of you for getting shit done, man. Keep it up. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
All right, bro. One. Julius, anything you want to add before I bring our man Shane in?
You know, I was thinking about one of my mentors told me a long ago. He asked me a question. He asked, "How do you know, a true master craftsman?" Right? And I was like, And I said, "What?" He's like, "Yeah. How can you tell a true master craftsman?" And I said, "I'm not sure." He said, "Well, a true master craftsman will be disguised as a student because a true master craftsman is a student of their game for life, right?" And I was just like, okay, right? So it's always you're a student and you're studying everything for life, and keep it that way. That's why I try to keep it that way. It's just so any and everyone from Keishjuan to you to anyone to a little kid, you can get information that can be valuable from anyone.
Yeah, we can learn from even the smallest of our youth, man. And that's what it's about. That's the mentorship piece, is leaving that vulnerability open to not feel like you're the know-it-all, because we learn generationally, right? And just because you knew it in your 10 or 20-year lifespan of being young, a lot has changed since then. And I have to be conscious of that. And that's why I say 26 for life. People wonder, right? Because I'm always trying to be that kid that's a little older than the age group that I'm trying to work just a little bit, just a tiny bit. So we don't get too far away or out of tune with it, right? Once we get too much older and then it's like we're not being that kid again. We're not seeing it from their lens, man. And so, yeah, man, let's bring Shane on. I know Shane's waiting patiently.
What's up?
Shane, what's up, brother? What is up? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
All right, man. You just got done with some dope murals a couple of weeks ago. You got your art going. You got your art in a book. It sounds like a little more than all right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing good, bro. Man, I'm proud of you too for, getting to the end of this program, submitting your pitch. I know you weren't one of the winners, but man, you did a great job, and I'm just proud of you. Like, y'all, in the beginning, I'm gonna be out, and like y'all know, I don't sugarcoat. In the beginning, me and Shane's like, bro, why I gotta do that, man? Like, bro, like, man, I ain't trying to be in this program. And I'm like, Shane, let's talk through this, bro. Like, I understand what you're saying. I receive what you're saying, but let's talk through some things here, right? Did we have that conversation, Shane?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, and how did it go? How did we?
It went pretty decent. I admit I was really impatient and everything like that. Life was really beating me up at the time and stuff like that. It was it's like really crazy. I was going through a lot of things, definitely.
Yeah. What when you look at that, going through those things, right? And then you look at here's this program, this dude I never met before trying to tell me that, and I could what was going on in your head, man?
It's just like because I was trying to juggle through jobs and stuff like that, and also and trying to figure out ways, trying to really get out of my job taking photos, because I just didn't like the job, what I was doing. It was really boring, and I just was kind of sick and tired of people at my job usually, because when I work at taking photos, it's literally people that come there are very snobby and rude to me. So it's and it's kind of basically they pass that same negative energy onto me, and that's one of the reasons why I was kind of a bit impatient with Chris at times in the program, because it was just I was just just going through a lot, basically.
Yeah. Man, I appreciate you being, vulnerable here and sharing, your true feelings. I know, we're all going through things at times in our lives that can be holding us back, and I think it's important to, figure out who you bring in around in your circle that is really going to be there for you, and I hope I've done my best to try. I hope I've been that person for you to be, a support system. I guess my question to you is, and this is me being vulnerable, what are some things, me as a mentor, that I could do that would have made this experience a little better for you?
How I would, I'm not exactly sure. For me, I would just, for me, I would I would basically, for me, I would, look for more confirmation, so that way I can at the next time we're doing this and I have a job, that way I can actually talk with my manager and stuff like that about the program that I'm in, what I'm doing and stuff like that. So that way I don't have to constantly risk losing my job and stuff like that.
Right. No, I totally get that, man. And that's one piece of the process that we're going to formalize this year in terms of being able to connect not only with some of your close friends and supporters, right, but your organization, and be able to have literature to send to them, and be able to have ways to include them, right, in the work that we're doing and help them, whether it be through a marketing perspective, sales, or even just philanthropic perspective, right? Like be able to give those nuggets to them. So thank you for sharing that, man. I don't ever want to risk anyone losing their job. And sometimes we have to risk losing our job if it's about putting our passion first, right? If that job is not giving us that thing too. So I think that's what some of our conversations were about is, okay. And listen, I want to be honest, didn't not a single kid in our program get paid, right? So I'm not saying we offer money and y'all got to come. I feel like we offered more than that. We offered things that you could connect with to get money from in multiple avenues, right? And yes, I want to be able to pay people next year, but you know, I think you did an amazing job. You know, just to sum it up, of coming from, hey, I don't know if this is right for me, to trusting the process of putting your passion first. And at the end of it, not only did you get a couple of paid projects, you got to pitch your idea. I mean, what else did you get out of it? You know,
and that's what I was going to ask.
I definitely, what else I got? I definitely got a lot of experience out of working on a real mural. And that was something that I've really never done before in my life. And that was really a great experience to do, is to work on like a bunch of murals. That was really fun.
Awesome. And I tried so hard, man. And I want everyone to be able to feel that feeling of feeling like they got something out of it at the end. So we got work to do. You know, we got work to do. And I'm looking forward to it. And Shane, I'm looking forward to having the opportunity, A, to hopefully have you in the program again. B, maybe get your sister in. And C, find other people like you that are equally as passionate about the things that they're doing and that are willing to go balls out and say, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put my passion first. So thank you again, man. Any last words or remarks, Shane?
Do you want to see my book? I have it right here. The book that I'm featured in.
Pull the book up, and then let me see if I could pull it up and share the screen right quick.
I don't. It's like I don't have it. Like I'm on my phone, so I can't like really. If I like exit out, I'll leave the chat. I'll leave the call or whatever. So but here it is right here.
All right, y'all should be able to see it on the screen too, maybe.
No, it's probably better the way that he had it.
Cool.
Nice.
Right. Sorry, Shane. Show us again.
Right here.
Nice.
And then here's like the page that I'm and then here's like the page that I'm featured in. You know, can you see it well?
Nice.
No, slide over a little bit so we can see the one. You know what? Do us a favor, Shane. Can you put the link in the chat?
The link? Yeah, I think I can.
Put the link or put a picture, or if you could put, I think you might be able to at least put a chat in. I don't know if you could put a full pic, but that would be awesome so that people could find you and tune in.
And I had a quick question for you, Shane.
Yeah.
So what was the, I guess I would say, what was your, like your thoughts, like when you knew that you were going to start the program?
My thoughts were really mixed feelings. So like Chris said, I was like basically, wasn't sure about it, and Chris really did a good job explaining that, because I was like, I wasn't sure what I was doing. I have to do all, this and that, and basically I was kind of like, a fish out of water. Basically, I just didn't, I didn't feel comfortable at first, and then, and I wasn't exactly sure what I was, what I was getting into.
And now that you've gone through the program for the first time, what was the biggest step? What you thought?
Say that again.
So now that you've gone through the program, what was your biggest misconception before, what you thought it was going to be, and then now going through it, what do you think now?
I think right now it's I'm right now I really get what the program can do for me now. So I full on really understand what the program can really do for me. So now that when Chris starts the program next time, I can be ready for sure on what I'm getting myself into.
So what's that like for you? And I'm not trying to press you. I'm just trying to get so what would you define as the greatest value that you got out of the program?
Greatest value mostly was basically definitely experience. Chris did definitely introduce me to LeVar, the mural artist. So he introduced me. Is that correct, Chris?
Yeah, his name's LeVar Horde, the chief curator of Beeline Chicago. Shout out to Beeline, much love.
Yeah, so Chris really did introduce me to a lot of really famous artists, and definitely a muralist also. So it was a really great experience because I never usually tend to do those experiences ever.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, LeVar is a bigwig. I travel around the world, and when people talk about Chicago, especially when they start talking about street art, LeVar's name comes up right at the top. So I can tell you, and in fact, I wouldn't even be a part of this program talking to you guys at all if it weren't for LeVar, because I followed Beeline and saw YourPassion1st and then reached out to YourPassion1st. Right?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I got to tell LeVar that one, bro. That is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So that's awesome, Shane. Keep up the good work, man. And you got another fan here in your corner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's bring in one of our other mentees. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. This kid has become my brother as well. Nathan, we bringing you in. I know you probably cleaning a shoe or something right now, fixing a shoe. I wanna tell y'all about this kid, man.
So,
as a 16-year-old, this is one of the smartest 16-year-olds I've ever come across. If y'all see how his closet is decked out, how his mindset is set towards business, he's still got shortcomings, as we all do, but he's working through those, right? And at 16, it ain't easy, but what he's managed to do in being consistent with his craft of sneakers, bro.
yes,
Of the sneaker game. It's an amazing thing to see him at work, to have 4 shoe boxes, going to walk out and meet someone and grab this shoe, looking at it. It's a whole science to it, and he's getting good at it. He's had shoes that have gone from yellow to perfectly white. So if you got some shoes you need clean, hit him up. I'm gonna tell him to tell y'all how y'all can find him. Nathan, tell the people a little bit more about yourself, man, who you are and what you do.
well, I'm a 16-year-old. I resell shoes and I restore shoes. I've been doing it for almost half a year, 7 months now. I've always been into shoes for a long time, but I just put it up on a business scale, probably 7 months ago. So, yeah, that's all I've been doing. And I've been trying to do school, balance everything. So I'm doing it.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Jules.
Yeah. So, and Nathan, so what? So since being in the program, I'm gonna ask the same thing that I asked Shane. What was, when you first were introduced to the program, what were your thoughts? And then now, after going through it, what was kind of the greatest value to you?
Definitely the knowledge that I gained from Chris. Like, it definitely showed me different ways that I could expand my business and put it up on like different platforms and stuff like that, and connect with different people. That's one thing I did learn. But yeah, I just been networking is a big key that I learned from Chris and Your Passion First. So that's
And
what.
in the beginning, when you were first going to enter, did you have any kind of expectations, or what were you thinking?
I just jumped right in, honestly, because I didn't know what it was about first. It was the first year. I was like, I'll jump in and see what this can bring me. Like, wasn't something that I had plans for. I joined this program originally doing beats. That's what brought me in here. I was like, I wanted to be a producer, but I slowly drifted off of that,
Wow, interesting.
making an income from sneakers. So that's one thing that I've been doing.
And what are you excited most about going forward?
Probably just seeing more people like me in the program. Like, honestly, I was the only person that was really doing things like shoes and stuff. I just wanted to know, like, maybe if there could be more business in this program regarding shoes and stuff like that. It's one thing I would like to see.
Awesome, man. I know that shoe game is serious. Oh my gosh, I've run across like some super duper shoe heads, as I call them, and I love it. Just how passionate people are about it. I got some friends around the world. Actually, one time I remember I bought some shoes from this guy in the Philippines, and they were these certain like camouflage. And I learned all about it from this guy, and then I had friends all over, and I didn't realize even my really great friends had these huge shoe collections. So I'm interested. So you got another fan as well. I'm here. I can't wait to watch you grow.
Yeah, I'll definitely put my Instagram so these guys everyone can check.
What is it right now? How do they follow you?
It's Nate Kicks 0412 on Instagram. That's the only thing I really promote my business on. It's the app.
Okay. Let's go.
April 12th is your birthday?
Oh no, it's 2004 and December the 12th.
Oh, yeah. Is your birthday in December?
Yeah, and then 04. Yeah, so I just put it.
Right. Is this a security? Is this a social security scam?
happy early birthday or happy belated birthday? Which day was your birthday?
Belated. It was the 12th, so like 3 days ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my dad's the 13th. Well, happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So y'all, we coming to a close here. I'm so again appreciative of the opportunity to be able to put my passion first. And none of this happens. None of this comes together if I'm not doing that. If I'm half-assing stuff, if I'm, in a job, right, where I'm like, I might want to put my passion first, right? There's a difference between being in a job where you have to earn money to put your passion first and being in a job that you are in because you are debating on whether you want to put your passion first or not, right? Go with the former every time, bro. Like, be in a job because it's getting you to the thing that you want to be. But if you're not doing the thing, and like Keishjuan said, he broke it all down. He said, what are the things that aren't getting me there? He said, all right, let me trickle them down. Okay, boom, let me nitpick. All right, this one's not getting me there. How do I fine tune that one to move that lever up? Oh, this one not getting me there. Let me find some alternatives for how do I move that lever up? And so there's always going to be levers you got to play with, right? Always going to be different strokes of a paintbrush. I think it's up to us each individually how we bring a collective thought process to what we're doing. And you do that by putting your passion first and telling people you're doing it. And then it starts to collect thoughts from people around you, and those thoughts turn into action when you're around people that are about the business. They're about building community and relationship. The rest will happen organically. But if you don't have your passion, you don't have that thing that's allowing you to bring energy to the world that's positive, then you're not going to attract positive energy. If you're in a job you don't like, then you go and attract things you don't like. So that's the one thing I stress in all of this. I'll probably stress a couple other points today too. But as we come to that close, anybody else have anything that they want to capitalize on? I got a few thank yous I definitely want to end it with, but anybody else want to add anything? Let me see who we could bring in too. Anybody got anything? I see Queen, Captain. We might have all 6 of us able to fit on here. All right. That's all of us. Wait, who am I missing? Whoa, day. There we go. Anybody want to add anything, y'all? We wrapping it up. I love y'all.
Love you too.
Nothing but love. Y'all got any closing remarks, last words, thoughts for the people? How they find you?
I do want to say happy birthday, Queen Prophecy. I hope it was amazing.
Same to you, my Sagittarian brother.
Yeah, absolutely. No, but all in seriousness, I would just say, man, this is a strong program, and I'm excited to get to work under the nitty gritty and inspire more kids, or at least create a pathway and a bridge for them to know this is an option for them.
That's it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm excited to just go forward with you, Chris. Like, I'm ready to make it big as it can go.
She's been a trooper. We went to a music fest out there. I was like, hey, Sean, I got a music fest. I'm going to be on a panel. You want to go? It's like, sure. You know me. And like, she was always in, and it was great. And we were socially distant and got to be around great people. And so thank you, Shauna, for just being you, girl. I'm appreciative.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
No.
Y'all, we just getting started. So again, for those of y'all that have tuned in for the first time today, or just hearing this for the first time, we're Your Passion First. Our vision is a world where all young adults are inspired to find, define, and follow their passion into the workforce. Our mission is to improve communities through innovative and collaborative workforce readiness workshops, festivals, and events. Wow, I think that's the first time I said it with no glitches, but that's because we've been living it. We've been living it, y'all. And so I'm appreciative for the community that we built around us. I'm even more little anxious, but very excited to build even bigger community globally with Casa Holiday, to make more of an impact on the violence here in Chicago with Build Chicago, right? We want to eradicate that. We want young adults not going out and chasing whatever they chasing that's causing them to be violent. We want them to chase the things that's causing them to be happy and inspired. So again, thank y'all all so much for tuning in. Mom and Dad, thank you for believing in me at times when I felt like nobody else did. Thank you. That's to all my moms and I got a couple moms. I got a couple stepmom, I got a stepdad, this my dad. I got a dad, this my dad. And so that's thanks to all of them collectively for fucking believing in me. Mom, I know you hate when I swear, but I meant that one. I appreciate y'all. As I always like to say, y'all, in order to follow your dreams, you got to put your passion first. We up in here. We'll see y'all soon. Peace, love, and understanding. bringing this back on. Shout out to my dude with them beats, Swervez, in the house. Check him out. Swervez. We love y'all. Till next year.